Hey guys, it's Derek and Adam with Blue Heron Consulting, and we're looking forward in the Impact series to commitment. We've taken everything we've learned in the first few parts. We've created a path to action to apply, and now we need to gain the commitment. Adam, what does commitment look like for you?
Well, I think commitment can mean a lot of things. Derek, you mentioned that path to action. We've identified a lot in everything that we've done in that sales call, and we think we've got the doctor, very interested in what we want to do. And I think we've done all of this hard work. We need to ask for the business. So if you've got that veterinarian in front of you, just ask, is this something you are ready to move forward with today? They've already identified that it is something important. It is something that they see a benefit. So go ahead and ask them. Remember, this is a solution you're providing them. You're not asking them for anything. You're providing them a solution. So by simply saying, Dr. Smith, would you be ready to move forward with this today? That's one level of commitment. If they're not ready and they kind of peel back a little bit, please identify what their concerns are. Go ahead and address those concerns. If there's any follow-up questions that you need to get answered, make sure you've got those down. And we know they're not always ready. That's a dream world that they're always ready to say yes then and there. Another thing we often see is they have to go check with a practice manager or maybe check with a business associate, or they're just not ready that day. Derek, can you help me, when you do get those questions, how do you direct that conversation?
That's a great question. And a lot of times, like you said, the dream world is to get the, yes, we're ready to move forward. But a lot of times that doesn't happen. So you don't necessarily get what they call the hard close, but maybe more of a soft close where we recommend, hey, let's go ahead and schedule a date so we can do the remote training with you. Let's get that on the calendar for a couple weeks out. I'm here with you right now. We're chatting right now. It's hard to reschedule these types of meetings. So let's go ahead and put a date down. If you have any questions, if you need to push it back, if you need to adjust it at all, we can do that. But let's go ahead and set the date so that part is taken care of, right? And then we can go forward and adjust it however. But in the meantime, that'll give you some time to talk with your practice manager or your business partner to address any concerns. And if you need me to answer any of those questions, please feel free to reach out to me. But we'll at least have that date on the calendar where we can go ahead and schedule that. So that's ideally what they would call a soft close would look like, where you're still moving it forward. But I think the one thing we don't want to do is walk out of that really positive conversation with no plan of action. And so the next thing, if they're not ready to do that, if they don't want to put a date on the calendar, I would say the last thing you can do is make sure you schedule a follow-up time. Dr. Smith, I'm going to follow up with you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Does that give you enough time to talk to your practice manager or your business partner? I'll call you then just to make sure. So that's another way to look at that.
Yeah, that's great. And I think, Derek, just to add on to that, that's where we have to be on top of our game. If we say we're going to call them back Thursday at noon, let's call them back Thursday at noon, not send them an email. Let's, really stick to our word. You have to understand the second we leave that building, they've forgot everything we've said. But if you have a date on a calendar, when they're looking at their day, they're going to see, okay, Trupanion's calling me at 2:00. So just please make sure that you're calling them at 2:00.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It forces them to take action. And I think that's the key here is we're looking for the commitment. If they're not ready to get it, at least we have a plan moving forward, and it forces them to take action and do something. So great conversation. Thanks, guys, for listening today. If you have any questions or want further explanation on this, please reach out to your field consultants. Thanks.